Slightly Unblended, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I did this look playing with some Clionadh eyeshadow. So if you want to see this look, maybe some swatches, then just keep on watching. Hello, happy new year, happy whatever day it is that you're watching this. I figured it would be a lot of fun to play around with some Clionadh eyeshadows. They're my favorite. So without talking too much, because I'm hoping that there will be more than just this tutorial in this, and I'm already like running behind on time to get this ready and everything. So I'm just going to jump into it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my Clionadh Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair. And how I'm going to do this is I'm just going to take a little brush and I'm going to apply the base, and then I'm going to try to get it to be the shape that I want, because I'm going to do a little winged look. I'm just going to take this and cover up the veins in my eyes and have the base meet with the foundation that I carved my brows out with. Put it on, but I'm going to go over it with a brush to make sure that it is applied evenly. Wing it out here, about like that. So then I'm going to take my little fluffy brush. This is the old Wet n Wild one. It's been through it. Been a very nice brush. Does the job. I'm just patting that base down, blending it into my nose, and I'm going to take this NYX glitter primer and I'm going to apply a little bit of it onto my eyelid here. That way we can get a nice grip on the eyeshadow. So I'm just pretty much just keeping it on the ball of the lid here, and then kind of wing it out, getting it kind of up in the crease. Okay, have the base down. Now I'm gonna get into my favorite shimmers. This is part of the stained glass collection that I have. I have two other shades that I need to put in here, but I don't really have room for the other two. I have room for like one more, so I need to get a bigger one of these cases here, one of the palettes. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my little flat shader brush here. This is the DeVault Beauty Lounge brush. I love their brushes and I love that brand. They are so kind and have amazing products. So I'm going to go into Anil, which is this beautiful kind of purple green. It's got the multi-chrome shift. This is the jeweled multi-chrome, and I'm going to take it on this brush. And what I'm going to start to do is make sure that I have it, and I'm going to just go ahead and make sure I don't have any creasing going on. I'm going to take it and I'm just going to pat it down. So I'm just kind of forming the shape that I want this to be right now. Now this has a more dark kind of like black base to it, but it pulls the shift very lovely. I don't know if I'll be able to capture the shift with how my lighting is set up. I'm also winging this out, but I'll try my very best to show you the beautiful shift. I'm just winging it out. Just kind of trying to build it up. We want it to be super vibrant. They're vibrant anyway, but just want a dramatic winged shadow look. And then I'm going to apply a little bit on the inner corner here and just follow the shape of my eye. And I'm going to take it about halfway Then I'm going to switch over to the Sigma liner brush. And what I'm going to do is really just leave the center open. But I'm just going to connect these two sides like this. And I'm just going to bring it down into the crease a tiny bit. Doing a little bit of swiping, but also mainly focus on packing it. Now I'm going to take another little shader brush. This is a Morphe. I'm not exactly sure what the number is. It's wiped off. I apologize for that. But I'm going to take this little shader brush from Morphe and I'm going to go into Luxe, which is the Series 2 Iridescent Multi-Chrome, and it is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm just going to swipe that on. And you can already see, hopefully, how beautiful this pairs with a nail. And just swiping it all across. Kind of blending the shades together by patting them. And getting them nice and packed on. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of a nail just to kind of blend them together. And I'm just going to touch up the wing just a little bit. And I'm going to take some micellar water on a Q-tip to clean it up and make it be nice and sharp. Alright, so this is the shape, and I'm going to take a little bit of Luxe on that Sigma liner brush, cleaning it off, and I'm going to add it for a nice little pop of an inner corner highlight. And there we go. So what I'm going to do is go to the rest of my face and my other eye, and hopefully I will remember to come back to do my lower lash line because I'm going to use Heirloom for the lower lash line. So I'll be right back. I'm taking my Sigma liner brush and I'm going into Heirloom, which is this beautiful green shade right here. And what I'm going to do is just kind of use it as a lower lash line smoke out kind of situation. I'm going to take it and just run it up underneath this lash line very carefully. Like that. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of the Clionadh Cosmetics Mint Melt Collection No Budge Eyeshadow in Mint For You. And I'm just going to pop that in the waterline. Like that. For my highlighter, I used Clionadh Light, which is this beautiful, beautiful highlighter I have in my ColourPop palette of Clionadh. This is... Wait, no! This is... Oh, my bad. This is Ohm. This is Clionadh Light, and this is ANU. I think it's Anu, but I'm not sure. But this is the one I used. It's Ohm. I thought that it was Clionadh Light because I was using Clionadh Light for like the longest. But yeah, I'm using that one. And for my brow bone highlight, I'm going to take a little bit of Illumination right here, which is my favorite for my inner corner highlight, but it also is a beautiful brow bone highlight. I got the idea from my friend Riley, and she used it as that, and I was like, oh, I love it. So I'm just going to pop this on. I'm going to finish this other eye and the brow bone highlight, and I'll be right back. finished look. I'm hoping that I can do maybe one more little something. I know this one was a pretty quick one, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I can do some swatches. Maybe I'll be back later. I don't know. We'll see. I do have to go cook dinner and everything. But yeah, so like, what do you think? I think that Clionadh is like a game changer. These eyeshadows are beautiful, and like I just can't stop looking at them. And the shift, like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get the shift to pick up like I said, but maybe I can get a video of it on my camera on my phone and then like put it in here, but it's gotten cloudy, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that, which kind of sucks. But these are what I have so far. And then I have, well, let's see. I hope that I can extend my collection this year coming up. Ugh. And I have a couple more over here. Let me grab them real quick. They're pink, but they're not just like straight up pink. Like there's the shift to it. This one here, actually I think I'm going to put these in with my highlighters right now, just so that I can have them not sitting all by their lonesome. This one here is Spotlight, and I was really excited to pick this one up. It's beautiful pink, but it looks like it has a nice shift to it, so I'm going to give it a little swatch real quick. Oh, it's like that wet look. Oh, okay, this is beautiful. Like it's got like a cotton candy kind of shift. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna set that there. And then the other one, I always get excited when Clionadh packages show up at my door from when I made the orders. Like, it's always worth the wait. And then I'm just like oogling for days, and then I'm like, okay, I have to do so many different looks with all these different shades. And this one is Kaleidoscope. Now, Twintorials had talked about this one, and it, like them talking about it made me really want it. This one looks a lot like Translucency, which I have and I love, but I know it's going to be a bit, oh my gosh, yes. Okay, it's like a pink, oh, it's like pink to blue. Ugh. Okay, I'm really excited about this. Maybe I can use these tomorrow. I might use that as a highlighter, we'll see. so I figured that I wanted to play around with the ones that I was swatching previously, the pinks. That would be a lot of fun. These ones are right here. But I just decided to use this one for right now. And that one is, forgive me, I don't know the names right now. This one's Spotlight. I don't know the names of them right off the top of my head right now because this is my first time actually using them. So I figured, you know, that would be fun. But I found this look by Amrezi and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to try that. So it looks like this, and I was like, oh, that would be perfect. Is there a glare? I don't know, but let's give it a little zoom here. But I was like, yes, we're gonna do that. So I felt like that would be fun. So I'm gonna take my ColourPop Free to Be palette. I'm gonna go into the darkest shade, which is Breezy. I'm gonna take that on my Milk Cosmetics 523 brush real quick and run that through the crease and on the outer portion of my lid right here to create some depth and to try to smoke it out. After I already finished everything, I realized that it looked like she used like a black eyeshadow to create some smokiness, but I felt like this was smoked pretty well, so just only using one palette here. And I am going to kind of wing it out a little bit. Just a little bit. And I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics number 3 brush and I'm just going to really pack on a little bit of that Breezy shade on the outer V area of my eye. And just kind of give it a little baby blenderoo. A little baby blend. Give it a little smoke. Alright. So to blend that out, I'm just going to take the infamous Nameless Morphe brush, make sure it's cleaned off. I'm going to take the shade No Cares, which is this one right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and start to blend that. I'm going to place it pretty well on top and just I'm cleaning off that BH Cosmetics number 3 brush and going back into that shade just real quick, just to give it a little, kind of just pat it on and blend it outwards, wing it just a little bit. Neutral looks are definitely out of my comfort zone, but since Blend Bunny Cosmetics, the Dollhouse palette's gonna come out in like 3 days, I'm gonna really try my best to get in the swing of neutral looks. So now, with the same brush, I'm just going to clean it off. I'm going to take the shade Just Floor and blend a little bit more. Back and forth windshield wiper motions. I'm going to take the Nameless Morphe brush and take a little bit more Breezy and bring it back. Kind of pat it, wing it. And a little bit more of No Cares. And with my DeWalt Beauty Lounge brush, it is a nice little fluffy brush. I don't know if there's a number or a name on it. It just looks like it just says DeWalt Beauty Lounge. So I'm going to take Easy Does It to blend out that last shade. Just swiping that on. Make it be a little more diffused. Now, I am all about some tiny brushes, but I don't know what it is about neutral looks. I feel like bigger, fluffier brushes just kind of help a little bit with that. Now, if you want nice, bold, colorful looks, tiny brushes. Tiny, tiny brushes. Taking a little bit more of No Cares and just focusing that right here on this outer corner. Bringing it in just a little bit. And I'm going to take a little bit more of Easy Does It and just diffuse just a tiny bit more. Mainly focusing that underneath the brow at the brow bone area. I'm going to touch up Breezy. Let's remove the stencil. If I can find my tweezers, I about called them pliers. You can tell that I'm into crafts. Oh, yes. I'm going to clean my lid and then carve out the crease with the Clionadh Cosmetics Clean Canvas and Fair. So I'm just going to kind of speed through that so we can get down to the fun part. Alright, my camera cut off, but I have a few different videos showing how I cut my crease, so I just kind of let that go. So I'm going to take my NYX Glitter Primer and go ahead and pat a little bit of it onto my lid so that the beautiful shades will just be like stuck there. Which, I mean, they stick fine anyway, but I just want to give it a little pizzazz, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to focus it here. And real quick, I'm going to take just a little bit more of Breezy and kind of take it in a little bit. Give it a nice little blend, little baby blend. I'm going to take this Elena Badreau brush. It's a flat shader brush. It's a little less dense than ones that I usually use. So I'm just going to take it and put it in that beautiful shade and pop it down. Oh my gosh, yes. Isn't it pretty? And it has such an elegant shift to it. Oh, I'm obsessed. I'm just taking it. Oh, I love it. Alright, I'm going to touch up Breezy one more time because for some reason this eye is like, I'm not being super even. I don't know what's going on. I know it's a me thing, but I'm not being very symmetrical today. So I'm going to kind of blend it on there just a little bit more. And I'm going to take it. There we go. Alright, now time to do a little wing because, yes, the wing was iconic. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start from the outer corner of my eye and wing it. And I'm going to go from the top and connect it down and pop some on towards the inner corner of my eye. Just connect the lines and fill it in. I'm going to switch them out because that one's getting a little low. Both of these are a little low. I have another one. I just want to use these all the way before I open the other one. Alright, I'm going to go do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. So this is the finished look. I know I've adjusted my camera. I went and tried to get some cool pictures for New Year's Eve and everything. I'm going to try to figure that out. I'm looking and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about it. But yeah, let me know what you think. I know that this is kind of weird, like 2 looks, 1 video. This one probably could have been a standalone one with more detail, but I really just wanted to play with the Clionadh eyeshadows. Let me know which Clionadh eyeshadow is your favorite down below. Have you tried Clionadh Cosmetics? I need to know that as well. If you have, when you tell me what your favorite shade is, please let me know, because if I don't have it, I'm going to add it to my list to get it because, oh, I love Clionadh so much. Let me know what you'd like to see next down below. And just in case this is all that I get to do for this video, let me know what you'd like to see next down below. Should I do more Clionadh looks? Should I do more like do an eyeshadow look and then add the shimmers. Like, I just want to know what you think. And of course, if you'd like to keep up with my awkward face and shenanigans while I'm not here on YouTube, I have all my social medias linked in the description box below. I'm very active on Instagram, pretty active on Twitter, TikTok, all that good stuff. And if you'd like to keep up with me while I am here on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. It means so much to me and I appreciate it so much. And I would like to thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye!